Like you recite the bill? I'll read the bills over right now while they're auditing. Okay, starting with the general fund, we have Albert Baker, Medicare reimbursement, $134. We have Thomas Birdsall, mileage for April, $76.50. We have Casella Waste, 40 yards of what is that?
I'm guessing it's going to be the...
It's the recyclables? Recyclables. $205. Cedarwood Engineering for professional services, $2,595. Curtis Lumber, $33.96 for bags of calcium chloride. First Bank card, the first amount, $183.98, is for a printer for the town clerk and toner for that printer. And the second one is $19.75 for a brand new American flag and shipping. DA Bow, we have propane for the highway garage, $35.45. Propane for the transfer station building, $47.56. And propane for the Harris House, $126.45. We have Hiram Hollow Transfer Station, $369.46 for tipping fees. We have HP Incorporated. We have, actually that shouldn't say 3 monitors in the description. It's $174 for 2 monitors, one for the bookkeeper and one for the supervisor, and $87 for 1 monitor for the town clerk's office. That should be 2 in 1, not 3 in 1.
Oh, I thought I changed it.
That's all right, it's no big deal. For a total of $261, and those were bought on state contract. And then, let's see, we have mileage for Cynthia Hyde, $100.79. That's for, I believe, 4 trips to the bank and going down and back to Saratoga for finance school last week. Main Care for Di Caro, $745.01. Miller, Mannix, Shacker, and Hafter, $240 for legal fees. North Country Janitorial, MAPS, that's $21 for a total of $42. We got the Post Star, an ad for the white space bids and going out to bid, and the Post Star for a legal ad on the completion of the tentative assessment roll for $41. We have Queensbury Water Department for water samples, $50. We have Jamie Ross, postage and mileage, $169.78. We have Deborah Runyon, mileage to the post office in Warrensburg, $18.52. We have Steve Baker, mileage for April, $16.05. That's to the landfill mostly. Stone Industries for a potty for the transfer station, $105. We have Sun Community News, a legal ad for the assessor's office for the tentative assessment roll for $25.79. We have Warren County SBA, our monthly fee of $404.16. We have Warren Hamilton Community, the transportation for the elderly, $1,350. We have WB Mason. We have $141.81 in for toner and file guide for the supervisor's office, $842 for hanging folders for the town clerk, $325.51 for file folders and toner, and $4.21 for hanging folders, for a subtotal of $479.95, or total of $479.95. Williamson Law Book for annual support for the town clerk software, $393. That's it for the general fund, for a grand total of the general fund of $8,299.50. We have the enterprise fund. We have Joe Broff, June pole rental for his pole we rent to put white space equipment on, and that is $50. We have the highway bills now. We have Brayley and Knoxon for $22.48. assorted items. We have Myrtle Vice, $134, Medicaid reimbursement. Chemung Supply, $1,777.35 for frames and shoes, not shoes for your feet. Curtis Lumber, oh, that's a credit right there. That's not. Okay, we got a total of Curtis Lumber bills. They did a lot of painting. I believe if you look back there, you'll see all the clouds all nicely painted up, and that they've been working hard on that. And these bills all deal with that, and it's a total of $476.52 for paint, primer, and a mailbox, several different brushes. We have GH Berlin for oil, $756.82. Metro Ford for an assembly, $86.14. TNT Sales, we have $1,000 for an undercoating. Taylor's Welding Supply for oxygen, $89. We have UniFirst for jeans and wipers, $192.48. Vantage Equipment, a pin, a bushing, and shipping, $605.87. We have Warren County Department of Public Works. We have, let's see, a gasoline for $426.84, and another, and that one, that's a bill from back in, that's the one from November, right? That got missed, and $566.95 for the past month. We also have Warrensburg Auto Parts for assorted items for $960.47 for a total of $7,094.92. And a grand total of $15,444.42. However, we will have to add to that, but we wanted to we had a budget adjustment to make first. We have to buy, if you were to look back there, you would see a shed full of salt. And so we're going to have to also approve a bill for $8,154.31. And that was, Pat had a contract to buy salt, and he needed to follow the contract in order to get a real good rate. And so he's got a whole stockpile of salt up there. And that's why we're buying salt right now, but that should be it for the year. I talked to him yesterday. So, but that's one of our resolutions, so we'll have to add that to it. We'll start the meeting at 7 o'clock. Oh, I can read the pre-audits too. These are already paid. We've got refund for the town hall rental. When people rent the town hall, they pay $50, and if they leave it in good order, they get $25 back. We've got Magnify. That's the phone. That's $390.51 and $83.90. We have National Grid for $703.20. We have Verizon for our internet, $83.99. We have Frontier Communications, $950 for the connection to the fiber wire for white space. We have the white space National Grid bill for all the electrical parts on the poles, and that's $167.70. So the grand, let's see, the grand total for pre-audits in the general fund was $1,286.60. The grand total for the white space enterprise fund for this month in pre-audits was $1,117.70. Trust and agency, we have Aflac, which is paid by the employees. We have union dues, which is paid by the employees. We have Blue Shield of Northeastern New York, which is health insurance, partly paid by the employees, partly paid by the town, $11,683.15. CDPHP, which is also paid by the employees. Empire Blue Cross, which is also paid by the employees. And child support, which is also paid for by the employees. And the New York State Employees Health, it's a Medicaid supplement that's paid by the town, and that's $893.77. They weren't compatible with new computers. What's that? Well, they're under the amount that we need approval for, and when you have to look at a computer monitor all day, it's kind of nice to have them. We're still using with the old computers. We still have records on those. Right now, we still sometimes use them. So right now, I don't know what we're supposed to, I think, I think Tuck's going to use yours, and the other ones are still in use. But when they're not, well, we have it hooked up to the old computer still.
Yeah, but who's using the old computers if you got any computers?
Well, we didn't take all the records from the old computers. That's not unusual. When I was in town clerk and we went from Impact to Enhance, and I got a new computer, I had the old computer still set up in my office from all of the Impact records on it, which somehow has managed to disappear. I don't understand. But I think it must be on a hard drive on one of those servers that I hopefully still have. Because you didn't have no access to that.
No.
Too many. I'm gonna move these reports, they're all in front of me.
No, Mr. Farron, but it's not mine, it's his.
Whose is it?
Mr. Farron, who has a work sense.
Got the Verizon quote here, the phone on the landfill. We can get in for you.
Yeah, my backyard don't need it. My backyard don't need it.
Bring him up there in line.
Hi, Jerry. I like the stash. You don't like it? Hi, Jim.
I travel 40 miles in the car, as long as you cover them up. But then we can do it to the small anyway. Yeah.
Beautiful view.
They usually do, but I don't. One deal deal.
Okay, we're going to start the meeting. Please stand for the pledge. And the board can, when we get to the end of the meeting, if they have more bills to look at, we can look at them then before we approve the claim. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Supervisor Hyde here. Councilwoman Harris is absent. Councilwoman Seaman. Here. Councilwoman Ackley. Here. Councilman Neal.
I'd like to have a moment of silence for Eileen Annis, who passed away recently. I didn't know her personally, but I'm sure she will be missed. Moment of silence, please. also like to observe a moment of silence for Evelyn Brokaw. She lives over on Jiffy Clinton Road, and she passed away also. So a moment of silence, please, for Evelyn. Okay, do we have any reports from the board?
Just out of curiosity, when did the C&D open?
Well,
And who, we didn't
Is
pass
that-
anything?
I got that on here. That's not a report. We talked on CND when we get to that. It's on the agenda. Right there, see?
Oh, all right, I was just wondering who okayed to open it.
We got a report from Joan Harris. She's not here today, but she went ahead and she did an audit on the landfill and the town clerk's office in regards to the garbage bag stickers, and found everything in good order. I'll read this quick. Audit of the Thurman landfill stickers and income. Per standard operating procedures adopted 3/15/2017 by the Thurman Town Board, this audit was accomplished. Receiving and dispensing of garbage bag stickers are being handled by the landfill superintendent and the town clerk per standard operating procedure. Inventory of stickers by number and cash amounts are being documented daily, and records are on file at both locations. The landfill superintendent, he's just an attendant. The landfill attendant has a good manual system of receiving stickers, sales transactions, and all financial income and deposit to town clerk. The town clerk maintains a computer program that records all similar transactions. Copy attached. When checked, sticker numbers could be accounted for and monies recorded accurately at both areas. Inventory as of May 1st was 11 full boxes secure in the town hall cellar. Correct number of stickers secured in the safe at the landfill. The garbage bag system seems to be doing well, and both the landfill superintendent and the town clerk are pleased. Again, I was asked to do this audit because of the town board member who was chosen to be responsible to this audit either did not have time. I'm just reading what she said, or decided to do. I'm reading Joan's thing. I want to thank both the landfill superintendent and town clerk for being available to an unplanned visit and time-consuming audit. Thank you and good job, Susan. All right, and I believe everybody has a copy, and she also has transactions here, so we can see.
And I will note that it is this town clerk's responsibility to do the audits of the stickers.
Now-
per the state of New York.
Well, actually,
Per the state of New York.
anybody that is a receiver of money is not supposed to do the auditing. It's the town board's
The
job.
town clerk.
So anyway, so next on the list is open white space bids. Unfortunately, we have none, so we won't be opening any bids.
But what we did do on this is I did, after quite a bit of finding, found the actual letter that was sent out to certain people to elicit a response for bids. Hang on, did I give that to somebody? Hang on. 'Cause I had it right here. Did I let you see that? Doug, did I let you see that? No. Oh, darn it, I had them.
Now, what did you say you had?
I have the letter that was sent out to the,
I have an electronic copy.
you want?
I have an electronic copy.
Yeah, I have it also an electronic copy. I had the actual letter that was sent out to the different companies to elicit responses and bids. That was sent out in 2016, like I said. And it was sent around to the
A letter that was sent around in 2016?
It was sent in 2016 to the tech companies to see if they would like to put in a bid to operate the white space.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did have that copy. I do have it on electronic copy.
So, I'm not sure I understand what your point is.
Well, the point is, we'll obviously have to go back out and send out another letter. To see,
Well,
send them out to different companies.
I believe the town clerk prepared the bid ad exactly as you these 3 town board members after
Well,
too.
Cynthia,
So-
it was prepared because you couldn't find this copy. And that's how it was prepared originally.
Well, if you recall, I did try to have a bid resolution that included all the information that was needed, and you didn't want it, so.
Cynthia, the bid resolution was for a
So,
bill
okay,
system.
well, so right now, we don't have any bids, so,
Okay, so we have to go back out and request more bids.
well, we'll get to that. So, old business, the C&D is open now, and Charlie just, I guess, decided that it was time, and next thing you know, he had opened the C&D, and so people are using it.
Okay, question, who told them, because the board closed
Nobody.
the C&D? And,
Nobody, he just opened it.
okay, well, don't we have to have permits and, are all permits up to date? Well, if I.
That was done last year, the permits are up to date, I can
Okay.
guarantee you that.
Well, that's great, but I would like to put, it out to the board if we want to open the C&D. And
Okay,
if we
that's
want to put, restrictions on who can use the C&D.
Would the town board like to open the C&D?
Yeah, we gotta follow some different rules, don't we? We have to kind of
There's rules in place.
in place,
Well,
right?
what rules are in place besides anybody who comes in?
Well, there's rules in place as far as DEC is concerned.
Okay, well, what about determining town rules?
Well, we have out online, and we also have over on the wall in the back, we have the kinds of things that people can throw away. It's construction and demolition
Okay.
is what it is.
So-
And there are things that are not supposed to be thrown in there, and
Right.
I do have a list of those upstairs.
Then maybe we want to limit it so that we don't fill up that C&D to Thurman residents only.
So you want to limit it to Thurman residents only?
Yeah, and a construction degree from their primary residence, not the contractors to bring in loads of C&D in there. I would think, because we aren't doing it for contractors, this is supposed to be for Thurman
Town
residents.
firm residents, not
Yeah.
for outside.
Well, I wasn't aware that contractors were going up there and doing that.
Yes, yeah.
I was aware that there were sometimes Thurman residents who brought quite a bit in that had.
Thurman residents that were contractors.
But- So you would like to limit it to
Just local.
just local people? And how do you determine whether or not they're local when they come in?
Driver's license.
They,
I don't know how we're gonna do that yet.
they have a driver's license on them that tells us where they live.
So I have a suggestion. If this is what, if you're interested in doing this, I would suggest that before you present it to the board or bring it to the table, I would suggest that you figure out what you want to do and maybe look into first of all, you need to see what the DEC rules are.
Well, no. 'cause
See
we-
what
you
rules
don't-
we do have, and then come up with an action plan.
You don't need to see the DEC, you can just refer to the DEC as having precedence over anything that we do, and then their rules take precedence anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to make a decision tonight, I mean, do you have something prepared?
No,
So
well, we,
Bring it up for discussion tonight.
yeah,
Yeah, so then next month, we'll look into it? Are you gonna look into it as C&D committee?
what we were saying is we could discuss it here tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, good, then we can discuss what we want for rules
I
tonight.
haven't discussed it.
Well,
I'm
that's
fine
what
with,
I'm trying to do.
tell me what rules you want. I didn't have, I wasn't thinking about making rules. I thought we had rules, but what?
Just local,
So you would like just local people?
local, I mean, yeah. Kind of,
But-
you know,
so-
from Thurman. I mean, their driver's license, whatever, has to be from Thurman.
But what if you're a part-time resident? Your driver's license won't say Thurman, it will say wherever you
Well, all
are.
right, then a copy
You're
of
paying
their
property taxes.
Tax bill or something, saying that they are from Thurman.
You know,
So-
you always can prove where you live. You have a piece of mail, you have a mailing address here, or
So,
whatever. You always can
well,
prove
okay,
where
so if you
I'm
have,
just trying to stop the
Yeah.
contractors from bringing from outside of town into town.
what you-
Our landfill is filling up quick. When that's done, it's done.
you-
Besides that, at the bottom of that hill, people have wells.
Right.
And
you
let's
know
make
it's filling
sure,
up quick?
let's make sure that we don't
We don't
overtax that and cause a problem with the people at the bottom of the hill and their wells. you know, it's just being good stewards.
Well, you'll have to come up with a procedure for people to prove that they're homeowners, and you also have to remember that you've got 2 landfill attendants up there that are busy, and so you're gonna have to come up with
Too busy
something,
to do
some
the right
policy.
thing? Too busy to do the right thing?
No, I'm not saying, but
Well,
they're
they-
taking money, they're helping people, so you
Okay.
need to tell them exactly how you want them to determine
That's what
whether or
we-
not people are local.
That's what we're discussing.
Okay,
So
well,
what are your input in it? How would you do it?
I didn't think, I thought we were doing pretty well as we were going along, so I'm just interested to hear what you all have to say.
Well, I want to hear your ideas on how you would have someone prove that they were from Thurman, or lived in Thurman.
You brought it up, I would appreciate it if you would come up with the ideas for
I
this thing that
understand.
you wanna do.
I understand that, but we have, and you have criticized them, so I was just interested in what your ideas were.
I'm not criticizing, if you would like to do that, if board members would like to do that, come up with the policies for what we're going to do, and then we'll vote on it.
We just said they need to prove that they live in Thurman.
Okay.
They can either have a driver's license, they can have a piece of mail that says they live in Thurman, they can have a tax bill. Tax bills are great, they have them.
So you wanna write those things down, that those are
Well,
the
that's
things
the,
that they would
that's the town
accept?
clerk's job to do the writing, but, yeah.
So I think you could write it down so that you're
No.
sure that you get what you want as a
Cynthia.
board,
Cynthia.
and then you can give that to her.
Cynthia, no, that's her job to do the work, we're doing this, that's why she's reporting.
Well,
So,
we wanna make sure that we get it just like you like it.
Cynthia, we're doing that. So, let's just continue. So, is there any other way that you'd like to determine?
Okay,
Yeah, any
can you
other-
repeat that one more time to make sure she gets it all?
We are thinking of the future.
Yes. Okay, is there any other way besides what we've mentioned that, for reasons that they can prove they were from Thurman?
Bill.
Or any other,
A piece of anything,
yeah, anything that could be
And
determined
the
that they're,
landfill attendant knows pretty much everybody in town, lives in his own life.
yeah,
Pretty, we're not a big city.
no, that's true.
A lot of new people though.
Everybody pretty much knows everybody in town.
Okay,
The
now
thing
how,
of it is it should be construction debris from your primary home in Thurman, not a rental property, not, that not you're being a contractor for somebody. That stuff shouldn't be brought in here, they're gonna have to pay to get rid of that because they charge the person that they're doing the work for already, so.
you do realize that when people bring in C&D, it's revenue for the town.
Cynthia, it doesn't matter, do you wanna fill up the C&D and cause a problem?
Well,
We can fill it right up and shut it down.
I would suggest that maybe we
I'm just
do,
thinking of the future, us, that do live here.
why don't you
And I
talk
think you're right.
with, first of all, don't you think you should find out just how close we are to filling up the C&D?
When
No,
I was working up there, we were very close, yes.
You know what the footprint is? Because there's a, yeah.
Yes.
They just gave us a permit for, I believe it's for another 6 years. And then we have to renew them every so often.
But it also goes on, how high it gets and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
how far out, and it's, like I said, it's pretty close to the limits, it's not.
pretty close, okay.
So basically, if we just put the restrictions, like you said, for town of Thurman residents only, for C&D construction from primary residents, no contractors,
Contractors from outside of town.
from outside of town or inside of town that are doing work. Yeah,
So,
so, the residents,
Can you direct her to exactly that?
it's right there,
Already got it done.
it's already.
You got that? What about,
Residents only, primary residents only, which
And we need to prove that
they
they're,
have to show proof of
and you know what, maybe it would be good to keep a law, that way they can sign in that they put stuff in for the C&D and where they brought it from. That way they're responsible for saying where it came from and who it is that's dropping it off.
so second homeowners can't use the C&D?
I didn't say second homeowners, if their second homes are in Thurman and.
But you said they're primary residents only, so.
Let's not split hairs, you know what I'm talking
I'm not
about.
splitting
No,
hairs.
if you say a primary residence or
Your primary residence in Thurman.
But but if you own rental properties, you're paying property taxes on those rental properties also.
Great.
what about, what
So
is your,
you're saying that even though they're paying property taxes, they're not entitled to the services that other property tax owners are paying? Because that's what it's going to boil down to.
Well, you know what? You're good, I don't want contractors bringing stuff in. How many people have rental properties in Thurman?
I don't know, I know there's several rental properties in town though.
Well, if there are, it can't be only more than a few. Because I don't know anybody that, would have 3 or 4 or 5, 6 houses, I don't know.
I can think of some person
Right,
who
but-
has.
Well, then there's a problem.
How do you propose to get this information out to everybody in the town of Thurman that we have imposed some new rules on C and D?
I think you put it on the town website.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
what,
that's what it's for.
yes, except for there are a lot of people that don't have computers.
Well, you know what? Then it's going to be posted at the town landfill.
Posted here at the town hall.
And the
Until
town,
the-
if you're only required to post it one place, 2 places, and then put it on the website.
So if somebody comes with a load of C and D and as long as they own a property in Thurman.
No, as long as it's not C&D from outside of the town, or their contract.
Questionable
How
law.
can they prove
Yeah.
it though?
Yeah, that's a good question. How can you prove that the C and D that you're bringing came from your house?
Well, if they have to sign for it and say where it's coming from, and then somebody looks at it, like the town board is auditing it, and they know that they didn't do any work, guess what? Then we'll know.
So you're gonna audit what's up at the C and D and you're
You
gonna,
look at it.
and if somebody brings C and D, you're gonna go to their house and see if they did any work?
Well, if you're doing that much work that they require C&D, they would have had a building permit.
There you go.
Not everybody gets building permits.
Well, then they're doing it illegally, so you're condoning that.
I didn't say that. I
Well,
just said
that's
not
what you-
everybody gets building permits. And not everything needs a building
Okay,
permit,
so
like
then
agricultural does.
Why would you not want to do this?
I'm not
I'm just
saying yes
asking,
or
why would
no.
you not want to do it?
I'm just saying you have to have everything lined up so that
It
when,
is,
when people come, we know what to tell them.
okay, I
And,
think you can figure it out.
well, wait a minute, it's up to the board to figure it all out
We
and
just
write it down.
did,
You
and
want to
this-
read back what you
no.
have and make sure that what you have is what they would like?
Oh, I'm not tired of this kind of stuff.
All right, they want to limit the C and D to residents of the town only, primary residents only. They have to show proof of residence, a tax bill or mail, and they want a log kept of the people that take stuff to the C and D. Did I miss anything?
Who's going to audit the C and D?
I think that they can give us a report every month, they can just send in a copy of the paper.
Okay, so the landfill attendants need to send in a report every month.
Just a photocopy of their log.
I would suggest in the future, if you're going to bring something like this up, we are supposed to the best of our ability, we are supposed to alert the public as to some of the things that we might talk about. And if you had been thinking about this for a while, which it sounds like you had, I would appreciate it if you would inform me that this is something that you plan on speaking about so that I might put it on the agenda.
Well, Cynthia, it was just a matter that the
Well,
C&D
that's-
came up and all of a sudden it
that's
was open and
just
nobody
being-
knew it was open.
Fair and transparent to the,
And that's being
To-
fair and transparent.
but you really need to try to, there are emergencies, but other than emergencies, try to let me know before you're gonna come to the board meeting
I
and you
believe
bring
in the
something up.
past, if the C and D went open, town board was supposed to be notified from the when it opened up.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
none of us gave the word for it to open. He didn't, I don't think he meant anything by it.
Okay, it's springtime, now let's open the C and D back up and.
Well, he didn't mean anything by it, he just opened it. He just thought, well, it's time for spring. I had mentioned to him that I would bring it up at the next board meeting, but he opened it up. And I don't think we need to,
Okay, so we're gonna have to vote on this motion for this resolution so that it is binding.
but
So,
remember what I just said, when,
that's okay.
from now
We've done
on,
it.
if you're gonna bring resolutions to the floor, you owe it to the public to let us know ahead of time so we can put it on the
Well,
website.
something's happening.
Every other resolution is sitting over there. You are not following
Cynthia,
the
we are-
procedures.
Did you
that we're
put the
supposed to
resolution
follow.
you said by email on the website yet?
No,
No,
but I alerted you, didn't I?
That's
I had a
not- that's
text.
not-
I alert you to every
Yes,
resolution. Most of them you got Friday. You got them Friday. The budget adjustment I didn't know about until later, and that's why you didn't get it until then. Right?
Well, we
Last
don't
month,
need a budget
you
adjustment.
brought up quite a few resolutions that nobody, including me, knew anything about.
can
So
we
you
vote on
need
this
to be careful
resolution?
about that.
Can we vote on this resolution?
Do I have a motion?
Yes, I made a motion.
Second.
Second it? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay. All right.
Oh.
The next thing, excuse me, I am the chair of this
That's
meeting.
okay, we do have
The
another
next
resolution.
on the agenda is section 284 of the highway law. That's a resolution. I just wanted to explain that. That is something that every town highway superintendent is supposed to do every single year. And we looked into that, talked to the town attorney, and talked with the superintendent of the county road, talked with Pat, and we had to do a little investigation because it was something that none of us had really known or seen be brought up before that I can remember, and so I wanted to check it out first, but it turns out that it is indeed something that has to be done. And so tonight we have a resolution, and then we all need to sign it, and then I'll bring it over to, Pat will sign it, he knows about it, and we'll bring it over to the highway superintendent of the county and have him sign it. And that's in the resolution. Now, the next thing on the agenda, do you have
Before we
a
do that,
discussion on that?
yeah, yes, I want a discussion on it. What
Well, we're not-
contract is this?
It's not a contract.
You wrote that it was a contract in the email you sent us that we had to each sign.
Look at your resolution.
Which one is it?
It's the one where we sign the highway law 284.
Highway law. Okay, where is the law?
That's right there. It's right here.
Move and sign
Read
agreement.
that.
Okay, before we do this,
No, we have to do it.
no, we don't have to do it tonight. We need to be
He
able to
needs
see it.
us to do it so he can expend that money.
Pat's been able to expend the
Well,
money.
he shouldn't have. This is the CHIP money, and he needs this signed. This is not something that
Well, you know what?
we shouldn't, or should, that we really just need to do.
The agreement.
And it should have been done every year, and it wasn't. So we're trying to do the things we need to do. But we're not,
Well, before.
we're gonna do a resolution with that.
Well, that's great, but I want to know that we can have a chance to talk with Pat before this is signed. I'm not going to sign it until we do that.
All right, that's your problem. All right, so the next thing on the agenda is the phone line at the transfer station. And I do have a quote, $286.18.
That's cheap. To get them to a phone line. So it's $286, and we've waited this long to do this.
I did talk to somebody that works for Verizon, and I asked him about the line because it seemed kind of odd to me that we had a phone line all those years up there and no phone was ever put in. And so I asked him about it, and he said, hopefully it's still in good condition, because it was, I'm not even sure how many years ago it was put in, but it wasn't ever used. And so maybe everything will go on with without a hitch, but maybe when they go to hook it up, because it's just been sitting there, I don't know if it's, something could be, but. So anyway, they're looking to hear from us, and so are you all in agreement with doing that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Do we need a resolution passed so
I don't
that's
think
done?
so, because it's not a real expensive thing. I'll just make sure that gets done.
Okay.
Let's see. New business, any new business?
Yep, there is. New business.
I don't have any new business.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to give 30 days' notice to the current town law firm, Miller, Maddox, Shatner, and Hafner. At the March regular meeting, Mr. Shatner stated that he would not or could not represent the board in addressing issues brought to him over the actions of the current supervisor. Mr. Shatner advised the board that we would have to find other counsel. Due to the fact that the town attorney is supposed to work for the board, and that he has stated he could not or would not fulfill that obligation, we will take his advice and seek other counsel to represent the town board on issues. 30 days notice can be given to him, and I'd like to make the motion to do that. Do I have a second?
No, you are not the chairman. First of all, let's have some discussion on that.
We need to get it on the floor. Do I have a
A
second?
town attorney,
Do I have a second?
no town
Do I have a
attorney, Gail,
Thank you.
no
Now
town,
we can get it on the floor.
no town attorney can, a board member cannot hire the town attorney to go after another board member.
Nobody is.
No, the board isn't it.
But the board can.
The board can't hire the town attorney to, if you three want to think that you're going to hire an attorney to go after me because of some imagined thing that I did, no town attorney is going to do that. That's not what they represent the whole town. They don't represent one board member against another board member.
No, in that
And we
case,
have a contract with Miller, Manning, Shacker, and Hafner.
They wrote the contract.
They did not break the contract.
Well,
We
they
have a contract
don't.
with Miller, Manning, Shacker, and Hafner for the next 2 years.
But we don't have to use them because it's not an exclusive contract. And they have declined to do what the board has asked them to do.
No, they have not. They
Yeah,
have,
absolutely, it's on the
they are
tape.
acting in a professional manner.
Right.
They are doing what any town attorney would do.
And
And it's not their fault that you are trying to get them to do things that
No.
they professionally cannot do.
okay, well, why don't we
And no
just,
other attorney will do it either.
why don't we just go so that we can,
We can't just break the contract.
of course we can. 30 days notice. That's fine.
And then what?
We should go out and find other,
Are you in agreement with this?
Accept bids for another attorney.
No, so tell me, Doug, what your reason is for wanting to not use our attorney
Why does he
anymore.
have to do
tell
it?
you
I don't
anything.
think any reason.
You don't have any
I
reason?
believe we should have another attorney. It's been-
You just
yeah.
believe we should just have another attorney. What about you, Brenda? Are you agreeing with this too?
Yes, I am.
For what reason?
Everything that Gail had just said.
Can you prove any of that? Do you guys know what you're talking about?
Cynthia, does anybody? We just have to call the question.
For real?
So let's call the question. All those in favor? Aye.
Nay.
It passes.
I don't believe this is anything that's gonna happen anyway. Okay, next is, any
So
other
you-
new business,
you do
Gail?
have to tell- You do have to tell me.
Any other new business?
Oh, yes, I'd like to make a motion to not bring forward the 2 resolutions that have already been voted down 4 times. One resolution in regards to the secretary bookkeeper and one resolution in regards to the clerk assessor. Do I have a second?
We're not voting on that. When that
We have a
resolution
second.
comes up, if you don't want to
We
put
have
it
a
on the
second.
floor, then that'll happen
We
then.
have a second. We can now discuss it.
You guys don't follow rules.
Yeah, we do.
Look who's talking.
You people think
So we have-
it's okay to
We have a
just
motion and a second.
have
So
resolutions that
you-
nobody knows about and you think it's
Look who's
funny.
talking.
You
Look who's talking.
discuss it.
You can be it both.
That
All those in
resolution
favor?
is going to come up.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Don't record that. That
He has to.
resolution, we are not doing the resolutions when they come up, not
Being
now.
recorded.
Okay.
She has to record it. It was
Now we
motion,
have
seconded,
correspondence. All right, are you done with new business?
No, I'm not done with new business.
Anybody
As a
else
matter of
have new
fact-
business?
As a matter of fact, in new business here, we have to bring these to the floor, again apparently, because there was a resolution passed in January of 2010, rules of procedure. And in the rules of procedure, it was specifically written out that the minutes shall include all the activities and be prepared in the laws of the state of New York, and that they shall be prepared in audit in draft form within 14 days of the meeting and posted on the town website. And if a town board member requests a statement be entered into those minutes verbatim, the town clerk shall do so. the town meeting minutes have not been posted within 14 days, and they need to be posted. And I would like to reiterate this resolution that it needs to be done in a timely manner. And that any minutes that are done and statements asked to be done verbatim, according to this resolution, be done verbatim. That is per state law.
And verbatim, what are you exactly referring to?
Anything that I have asked to have put in the minutes verbatim means by, oh yes, it's in your resolution dated January 10th. That is a copy of the old. No, it's
of the
yours,
old.
dear.
Yeah, I see that, but that is the old rule, and we've since found out that that's not true.
That is true. And this is what you have
If
to
you
do.
want verbatim minutes or statement to be, you write it down. You can't expect the town clerk to sit there. Well, if you want verbatim minutes, then you have to hire a stenographer.
No, dear. This
Yes,
is
you
it
do.
right here. It's
You-
in the minutes.
If you want something that is that time consuming, you have
It
to
is
spend the
time-consuming.
money to give the town clerk the resources she needs to do that.
Cynthia,
You cannot
She's not-
expect
I
statements
didn't
from
read it.
meetings that last 5 hours to be put in there
All right.
verbatim. Sorry.
that a statement is 5 hours.
Hire her a stenographer and then she'll put, then we can do verbatim
Cynthia, I don't
minutes.
have to do that.
Well,
That's her
you do what
job.
you want.
Okay,
Okay, any
and-
other new business?
Yes, as a matter of fact, in those same rules of procedure, correspondence, and that includes what you call your statement, all correspondence to the town board shall be acknowledged at regular meeting of the town board. Letters shall not be read aloud at meetings. Correspondence shall not be printed in the minutes unless it is specifically requested, and correspondence containing personal attacks will not be entertained or added to the minutes. This is a resolution dated January 10th
So you want people to
and
follow
signed
that
by
rule?
you. I expect you to follow that rule.
Gail, you read a letter at the last board meeting from, yes you did, from Marlena.
Dear, it did not contain a personal attack, but yours do.
No,
So,
they don't.
Yeah.
Statements
Yes,
from the
they do.
supervisor are going to
They're
be, you have
perfect.
no right to tell the town
Yes,
clerk
we
what you
do.
can put in the minutes.
Oh,
And you
yes,
also
we do.
cannot tell me what I can
this is your
say or not say.
Cynthia, this is your resolution,
Well,
dated January 10th, 2017.
that was
And
last
that-
year.
Oh, so the things have changed now.
Well, we haven't done a board meeting procedure for this year, have we?
Yes, it remains in effect.
Are you done with your new business yet?
Um,
Anything else?
Only to the effect that, like I was asking, we don't have the capabilities of figuring out what has been spent, because these aren't, reports from the...
You have abstracts from every month and you
No,
have.
that's not what was asked for.
All right, well, you need to remember that you cut the hours of the bookkeeper and you
No, I
can't
didn't.
expect
Oh,
miracles.
that was another one, excuse me. You almost forgot. In the resolution dated January 26th, resolution number 34, that carried with 3 ayes on a motion from Councilwoman Templeton, seconded by Michael Eddy, the board resolved to appoint Deb Runyon as temporary part-time bookkeeper at $12.50 an hour. The motion carried. A brief discussion ensued about how many hours the bookkeeper would be, and Councilman Eddy stated part-time was 20 hours a week. Now, would you like another copy of this? Because this is in the resolution from January 26th.
What's your point?
Well, there's nothing that has been changed other than what you tried to change.
No,
So-
we budgeted for a full-time
No.
secretary and bookkeeper.
You,
I know it was in the budget, I did it.
but there was no resolution.
That's
So,
fine, but don't
that's-
expect to get all the work done for 20 hours a
We
week.
expect to get the
Okay,
same amount,
let's go on to correspondence now.
but there's
We
not
have-
going to be correspondence.
Well,
unless we
I'm
have
sorry,
copies.
but last week a letter was read, so I'm not gonna read these, they're too long.
Oh,
But
good.
we have,
And they are not to be entered into the minutes.
a letter by North Country Gazette, and I haven't read it yet.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
And then you
I
cannot
have a second.
adjourn.
Do we have how many? Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Good, we're adjourned.
Thank you for
Got your
coming.
rubber stamp. You're most disrespectful, Gal, saying that you're wrecking this town.
You are.
Terrible what you're doing.
Good job.
It's terrible.
Maybe we'll get the next one.
They are.
Call a spade a spade.
No bills, please. What about bills?
Take your pen.
Is there a